Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Taxi backends inside today we need to create here Angular inside the login API, how to calls inside the REST API in AngularJS. First of all, so need to go inside the admin login screens. You need to go here and need to check here. So need to write down here only the initialize this screen. So need to develop this here. No anything. So need to write down. So only create the UI. And now need to calls here the UI related information. So need to store here. And first of all need to needs here one common class because we need to define here the all service name inside the common class, as well as need to save here the tokens and restore and to use this here. Let's start how to write down here the create the class. First of all need to open here the terminal tabs and to write down here ng g's and to give this here the create here class and to give this here the class name as a commons. Need to write down like this here and to click enters and automatically create here the common dots. These are the creating here, and now we need to write down here the common UI inside. First of all we need to import here the time zone movements. We need to import. First of all write down here the imports and to write here star says to give this here the movement from and to write down here the movement time zone. Like this we need to import here this dependency, but here kings into typo here. Not found this module, so need to check this here. Here not get this time this library, and first of all check inside the package JSON imports or not, so need to check here. First of all need to find out here not gets here the related this library, and now need to add this library inside the package JSON. So need to first of all the imports commands need to write down here this right here. Say here is times on. Like this we need to import here this dependency, and this library imports done. And now another library we need to needs here the core.js need to import here js, so need to import here like this library we need to import and to this here. And now we need to get here remove these errors, and now need to configure this value. First of all so need to set this like here the value, and first of all need to set here the public static, give this here time zones, defines here Asia Kolkata, like this sets here, and to write down here. And now need to check another flags. So need to set here the public statics, need to give this here the is dev and to set here by defaults. Now needs here the true. After need to set here the base URL of these apps and to here to write down here http place localhost and to write down here what 300 ones, 3000 ones need to set this API like this slash set here, and also need to configure here the nodes socket as you are. Now need to this here, copy this here, paste here, like this set here, the node URLs. Also need to set here the image URL or image base URL. Copy here this value, this here the mg set here. Now need to set here the PA calling for the public. Give this here the SV login. This sets here. Now we need to configure here the these URLs. On get with we need to here or get sets, and now need to set here admin login like this calls here these names and to set like this here. Now need to get here the public dot statics and to also get here the access tokens, the string public sets here. Also give this here its value and to get this here the storage to get item token like this sets here, and this value to get here the access tokens, the read here and this value, and another static methods need to develop this here the deal the printing here the consoles. Give this here the object, you need to set this here and to give this here the any types need to write down here, and if you need to is debug common dot dev, then with to console dot logs you need to print this here, otherwise not print. Like this sets here this value like this. Need to create here these common files and to files here, and now need to go inside the login ts files login admin logins component dot ts files inside. Need to go here and to write down here calling the API. Need to call here first of all, need to write down here the import this service inside the here parameters. Need to write down here first of all, need to check here the web service. You need to need this class object reference. You need to need here for the callings the API. That method, but here now is not matters. You need to some complete this project after try to fix these errors. Not the big deals with fixing this, but we need to use here the old flow. Now need to go inside the ts files and to write down here the public private to give this here the web service. Let's see all these methods here, and also need to check this here inside the app modules and to provider inside to this here's service. This is the required for putting seers because we need to just to providers like this and all seers, and we use tabs, we need to close these walls and open again yes files like this. We need to get here, and now need to initialize these calls, and now we need to open calling here the login functions. We need to call this here service dots, need to call here actions methods need like this, and to give the service name actions past year service names past year login here, and now need to pass here the parameters. Needs here to call need to this here check over the Node.js API. We need to needs here checks here opens, and now need to go inside the controllers and to go here login controllers and to call this API. Need to needs here the email address, passwords, and socket ID like this needs here. First of all like this here, and we also need to socket socket put here, and to pass this here the parameters. Write down here, paste this here the usernames, pass this here passwords, set. Write down this keyword words. Need to set here passwords to pass it socket ID. The socket ID need to call here the socket dot side. Need to pass like this here, and to call this here, and now we need to get here the response this API callings, and to this here 10 methods. Now need to get here response object. And down here, if we need to check here the response object or status equal 1, then here any CS parts into CS. Not get this, then to fire here the snack bars value on the message. Write down here response object dot message. We need to print this here. If you give this here the wrong, and now we need creates here the save this here the tokens. We need to save the storage. Write down here like this value at items, and to give this here the token. Need to check here the common class. We need to define here key reads. That's why I need to this here like this value, and to set this here now we need to do this here the response objects. We need to get here the user info. We need to call check our API, set the return response. We need checks and CS heads, then to select query need to fire, and after need to CS that here copy for tokens, and to this here's this value here, and navigates here the returns URLs. You need to all these here. This dot route dot get here. This dot return URLs. You need to pass this here and to like this. We need to API calling here and to here calls. Now we need to run this project here and to run this here, and also need to open here the work set the Node.js and to configure here origins. Otherwise not working here. The origins are working good because we need to AngularJS run this ports 4200 since at the run this Angular. That's why we need like this calls here the core options. We need to add this here, and now need to check this value it's work or not. Wait for the loading this UI here inside the browsers. And now this is the loading now done, and we need to go here and to write down here login page because we need to not configure here the auth cards. That's why I need to open here the directly base URLs. But this is the we need to explain in the next video how to set here the auth guards configuration, because first of all we need to read here the access tokens value, otherwise need to not work here. That's why I explain the next video inside the how to configure where the user logins are not logins. You need to configure and open the base URL, otherwise open the login page to configure today. But into today we need to call here the logins API to write down here the logins page. We need to like this calls here, check here start the routes module and to write down path place like this opens here and to write down here the email address and check API callings work or not here, and to let's see here this error for Node.js not calling like this errors into response gets here and check here Node.js runs or not run to get like this gets here. Suppose need to open here. Yes, the Node.js are the not running error returns. Also here now for these errors loads and actions audio not found in the response. Check here HTTP errors smooth. Check it. This okay. Now we need to go at the check for commands need to find. Now installing this node modules folders, I have to also again reload this API. Restart this servers here. Now establish the connection servers are the working goods. Now need to check here the server internal errors. Need to get like these errors and get here the crash logs here not working. Need to now columns are the not exist. Need to check here equal. Okay, here give this here. Save. Okay. Restart against this API and to calls against invalid email address and passwords like this. You need to get here the errors. Well as you need to set this here and also need to fix this. Set and hit bug fix and to commit this here. First of all, this code. Now need to write down here the right working email address. We need to set this here admin @ gmail password as a fix. Write down here. Need to explain here the here we need to create the directly insert here the admins users. Need to give this here the names as the admins email address. Need to pass here the admin address email address and to password need to that here. Now not encrypted this password, need to only for the user to see this password directly for the only the testing purpose, and after need to explain this project how to encrypt these passwords and decrypt these passwords how can work to explains in details. And to also need to set this here the user types. You need to set here the bots as a admins. You need to like these sets, and now need to call this here logins and to get here the server internal errors. Need to here to check here errors. Incorrect the value of the doubles. You need to maybe database inside the issue with these auth tokens. Get wrong value. Again value. Need to check this place like this. This is the what token the password and identify the here issue and value. That's why no, and at this errors at this sets. Now need to calls again this API check against. Now this is the logging working, and to give this lag and to open here the admin page and to check here also here check elements with this here console logs socket connection issue connect socket. This is not matters we need to fix in the next video, but we need to check here for API calling response for the logins. That here the wrong ports. That first of all fix this here. Go here and this here socket based URLs, and now need to go here the so need to add down here page URL. This sets and this issue, these errors need to see here. Now need to check here so logs, and now this is the socket are connectings. Also need to check against the storage. Now need to also here logins page. Now need to also here also results. Passwords it's like this sets here. Now need to also here. Maybe not print this log, that's why not displaying here. So need to call the go here equally and to print here. Log print here this response object like this calls and to save this here. Hence we need to call here the login page. Now need to set here slash set here passwords. Now calls and to get this here the response payloads we need to return access tokens we need to get here like this. We need to return this here the response. We need to save this here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down in the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.